Hi friends, this is Karan back with a video review. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. You can also follow me on Instagram linked below for daily terrific content about watches and all things horology. Today I'm going to share my thoughts on the Milford Diver prototype in bronze by Bern Watch Company. The Tarani brothers have started their new micro brand from New Zealand and they sent me this prototype for review. I've had this watch for a few weeks now, and since it is made of bronze, there is a nice build-up of patina all over the case. As always, I'm not an expert on watches but like to think of myself as a well-informed watch nerd, and all views expressed in this video are my own. Now let's begin with the packaging. All Milford Diver watches will come with a leatherette zippered travel case, which has space for 2 watches in dedicated slots and sufficient space for a couple of extra straps. This type of zippered case is widely used in microbrand watches and is quite durable for multiple uses. The Bern Watch Company logo will be embossed on the top side in big bold type. The case on the Milford Diver is a clean and uncomplicated design. Angular aspects on the claw-like lugs and crown guards alternates nicely with the rounded case body. The Milford Diver is going to be offered in CU SN8 bronze and surgical grade 316L stainless steel. The stainless steel models will have options of either a brushed steel finish or a black PVD finish. The model I received for review is made of CU SN8 bronze, which has a good track record of being corrosion resistant and longer lasting than other types of bronze. The bronze was all shiny and brushed when it came to me initially and has now developed a nice even patina all over. This is the charm and USP of bronze watches. Size-wise, the case is 42mm across without the crown, 48mm lug to lug, has a lug width of 22mm, and is 12mm thick including the case back and crystal. The downward angles on the lugs and the thick case back are well thought out design aspects, and the bronze parts don't touch the skin at any place. This is particularly important because as bronze oxidizes and develops this discoloration, it can leave greenish and dark splotches on your skin wherever it comes in contact. This is particularly important in people with sensitive skin. Now this is a small attention to detail that is a major plus in my books. Let's talk about the bezel next. All Milford Divers watches feature a unidirectional rotating bezel with 120 clicks. The bezel inserts are color matched to the dial color. Black inserts on the black and white dials, blue inserts on the blue dials, and green inserts on the green dials. The bezel is not a chunky and thick piece that takes up a lot of visual real estate. Instead, they kept the bezel insert narrow and gave more visual preference to the dial and yet maintained total bezel functionality by keeping the bezel markers loomed with C3 superluminova. The bezel's outer surface has cog-like machined grips for easy gripping and turning. Now, the crown on the Milford Divers is aptly sized, not too big and not too small, and yet has even grooving all around for a strong and firm grip. It screws down for additional water resistance, and it takes a decent amount of turns for the crown to become fully unscrewed to the winding position. I did not experience any grittiness or problems while screwing in or unscrewing the crown. There are angular crown guards on either side of the crown for bump and scrape protection. Bronze watches will have bronze crowns, steel cases will have steel crowns, and black PVD finished cases will have black crowns. All crowns have an aluminum ring insert, which is color matched to the dial and bezel color. The top of the crown has the Bern Watch Company logo engraved on it, and as you can see, the patina on the recessed portions really puts the logo in perspective. These watches come with a flat sapphire scratch-resistant crystal with a healthy amount of anti-reflective coating on the underside. This AR coating is what creates that beautiful blue tint at certain angles. I'm quite glad that they went with the flat sapphire crystal because there are way too many micro-brand watches out there with domed and double domed crystals, and while it is a great feature to have for additional dial visibility, I think there is an overload of it in the market. Now this flat crystal is so clear and makes perfect sense for a dial aperture that lays emphasis on the beautiful matte dial. To achieve a water resistance of 300 meters and keeping the case profile relatively slim, the obvious trade-off is that the case back has to be thicker. This angular thickness of the case back actually works in favor of this watch because it makes sure that no bronze parts come in contact with your skin or regular wear. All Milford Divers will have stainless steel case backs, and the center of which will be engraved with the Bern Watch Company logo. The caseback also mentions stainless steel, 30 ATM water resistance, which translates to 300 meters, and this makes the watch suited for recreational and semi-professional depth diving. The caseback also mentions sapphire crystal, the brand and model names. Lastly, it highlights the movement within. The prototype I received has the Miyota 8215 automatic movement that lacks hacking and winding. This means that when I unscrew the crown, the seconds hand doesn't stop, nor can I wind the movement by turning the crown. Now, this was a major sore point, not only for me, but for most of the micro-brand fandom, and the Tharani brothers, being terrific people, they listen to us. They have decided to upgrade to the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, which has both hacking and winding features. Folks, that's how you build a great reputation as an upcoming brand. Let's come back to the front of the watch. Now, clean design and functionality seem to be the hallmark of Milford diver watches. I look at the watch and I know the time instantly. Diamond cut hands have a unique design and are rose gold PVD coated on this model, and I personally haven't seen these hands before in any other microbrand watch. The hour hand reaches the edge of the hour markers, the minute hand reaches the inner edge of the minute track, and the seconds hand reaches the outer edge of the minute track. Like I said, clean and functional design that demarcates the time without any doubts. The only nitpick here is that maybe the hour hand could have been a little slimmer at the tip. Then again, the thickness is what sets it apart from the minute hand. The minute's hand is a vivid orange on the steel and PVD black models, and rose gold PVD coated on the bronze models. The seconds hand is white on all models except the white dials, where it is black for higher contrast and visibility. All seconds hands feature a vivid orange tip. The dial features diamond cut angular hour markers all around and numerical markers at 12, 6 and 9 positions. Bronze models will have rose gold PVD coated markers, and the steel and black PVD models will have steel markers. The dial markers and hands are filled with Swiss C1 Superluminova for excellent glow in the dark that lasts up to a few hours through the night. Personally, I prefer either non-numerical markers or fully numbered markers and not a mishmash of both. But on the Milford divers, this works well because of all the huge dial real estate that is available, and the two types of markers can exist in harmony and not compete with each other for functionality. Now, the dial has the Bern logo midway between the dial center and the 12 o'clock marker. There is a date window at the 3 o'clock position with the standard black on white date wheel. This date window is framed by a diamond cut frame, which is color matched to the hands and the markers. Between the dial center and the 6 o'clock marker, there is the model name, depth rating in contrasting orange color, and automatic text to denote the movement. I'm glad they used only one type of font for each side and did not go overboard with too many different fonts for different text. Now, I especially took a long time to talk about the dial and markers and hands because this is what good design is all about. The small details, the nitty-gritty, these are what set your watch apart in a highly saturated market. Lastly, let's talk about the straps. All Milford divers will come with an oiled, genuine calf leather strap. The strap I got has black stitching on black leather for a clean look, whereas the final run of straps will have color matched leather with contrast stitching. Included in the stock package will be a black rubber strap. Steel models will have steel buckles, and the bronze models will have rose gold PVD coated buckles. All buckles have the Bern name engraved on them. The leather straps have the brand logo embossed on the underside, and all of them have quick release spring bars for easy switching. The steel and black models have fitted bracelets made for them, which will be optional extras in the Kickstarter campaign. Now let's quickly do some size comparisons. Here is the Field Watch number 1 by Venturo, which appears bigger because of the lack of a functional bezel, but is the same 42mm across as the Milford diver. Next, let's look at the Seiko 53 Mas. This is also 42mm across. The size is pretty much the same. This also, if you can see, the design cues are the same, that it has a narrow bezel and a wider dial. Now here is my absolute favorite watch, the Tudor Pelagos. Also 42mm across, and this certainly appears the same size. As you can see, the Pelagos has a thicker bezel compared to the Milford diver, which seems to have a larger dial aperture because of the narrow bezel. Now here is the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist, nicely centered, no overhang, sits close to the wrist, and yet with the raised case back, there is no contact of the bronze parts with my skin. While I'm not a fan of bronze watches, I quite enjoyed wearing the Milford diver because of its design, and I'm going to pick up one of the steel versions at launch. Right. The Milford divers are now available for pre-order through the Kickstarter campaign linked below. A total of 9 models are available and pricing begins at just $299 which in my opinion is absolutely fantastic for a feature and specs laden watch. A major positive point to note is that the owners of Bern Watch Company have already done most of the production and are taking pre-orders via their Kickstarter campaign. These watches will be ready to ship within 2 weeks of the campaign ending, most likely in the first half of December. Wow. The watch is a fun little piece in the micro-brand world. Clean and utilitarian, it is quite the embodiment of a tool diver sports watch. It gets my thumbs up and you should get one quickly to avail the advantages of super early bird and early bird prices while they last. I'm always up for a good discussion on watches, so like the video, subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram linked below. Thank you for watching.